Yeah, Moby Dick is in the fiction section down aisle 6 down. I'll write it out for you and get to it. Do you seriously not know what the Dewey Decimal System is? Are you kidding me? Everyone's taught that in at least the 3rd grade.
South Hill Sports.
Episode 9. Let's grip it and rip it.
Hey.
Here we go. We're back. This is good. We usually record on like a Monday, but the vibe has completely changed. This is a Friday night. So we're feeling good.
It's perfect. Well rested.
Ready to go. The Eagles. I'm in a sour mood. The Eagles did just lose a big one to the Bears. Black Friday. NFL game.
Yeah, they lost by 9 too, which is like the worst score to lose by, I feel like.
Well, they went for a 2 at the end of the game. Well, they got kind of like a meaningless touchdown. Then they went for 2 and didn't get it.
I'm in a great mood.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for you. I despise the Eagles. And you guys have been good for a long time now, or a while now, right?
Yeah.
Defending Super Bowl champions. The Cincinnati Bengals won yesterday. They won.
Joey's back.
Game.
You're saying
Joe's back.
Chance.
You're saying that if they go to the Super Bowl, mark my words, I will be there. I will be there. I'm saying this right now, and they will be. I will be at the Super Bowl. I don't know. I can't remember where it is, but I'll be there in the nosebleeds probably with this sweater on, cheering on the boys. So, speaking of big football games, you were at the Vanier Cup.
I did get to go. Mm-hmm. It was we recorded our last episode right before the Vanier. We recorded one for if each team won, and then in the movie magic of editing, we were just lucky to put the Montreal there. But it was I guess we'll do a quick little breakdown. Yeah, it was a good game. Just under 9,000 people there. Mm-hmm. Atmosphere was electric. So good atmosphere. Lots of screaming people.
Lots of Montreal fans made their way down.
It was cool. I think my favorite part was they kept whoever was on the Jumbotron. They would cut to some Saskatchewan fans. So there were a lot of people in green cheering on the Huskies, which was cool to see. But they would cut to Saskatchewan fans, and then they would cut to some Montreal fans. Mm-hmm. And so there was like a solid couple minutes where they just kept cutting back and forth, and the whole stadium would just start clapping when the Saskatchewan fans were on. And then when the Montreal fans, they cut to them, everyone just started booing.
Classic.
It's classic. So good.
Montreal fans traveled well. Husky fans always traveled. Didn't have far to travel, but the place looked loaded with green.
Loaded with green.
It's too bad for them. Great game though. Shout out to Jake Farrell, quarterback of the Huskies. I thought he played awesome, especially for a young guy who hasn't. He stepped up this year and played amazing for them. I think 5-1. I think 4-1.
Yeah,
total. Like played his ass off, and that's Pepe. A tough spot to be in the Vanier when you're that young. But I thought he played his ass off. And then Pepe Gonzalez, Montreal. My goodness gracious,
lit it up.
He was firing some passes to the field side that were like on a line, and I'm like, no one really knows how hard that throw is unless you played that position or been around a lot of football. But man, he made it look easy. So he was really, really impressive. And Montreal, a great group of receivers as well.
Yeah, there were a couple where they're like the one back corner of the end zone, receiver catches it right over him. Pepe had that thing on a line. It was right in front of me. It was a hell of a play.
I feel like going all the way back to our week 1 episode, we may have missed out on having Pepe Gonzalez's name in our top 10 all-time names. So that's our bad, Pepe. Next year, though, keep doing your thing. But yeah, you definitely should have been in our top 10 names.
And in his first year of eligibility, too, which is nuts. He's going to be terrorizing the league for a while.
This gets me back. We probably, we should keep tabs on how our top 10 names guys from week 1, how their season went. Maybe next week we should do.
I definitely saw Olivier Cool.
Chevy Thomas won a big award too.
He won an award
in the Can West. But we should like, how is Noah Skeet doing? I'd like to know that. How's Jack Builder doing?
So stay tuned for next week. We're going to definitely check up on all of our top 10 names.
Absolutely.
And then the Vanier talk leads us right in, at least me, to our Hill hot takes. So this is a segment we started last week. I'm going to get right into it. It might not be a hot take. I think you would probably agree with this. But sometimes fans just need to stay quiet at football games.
Yes.
Like, everyone thinks they know everything. They're an armchair quarterback. I heard this group of guys talking about the Huskies. And they said, the only reason the Huskies are even here is because of Riker Frank. They're like, they don't even have any good receivers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I fought the urge. I wanted to go up to them and be like,
Hey, you idiots.
are you kidding me right now? Like,
Yeah.
Daniel Weeb up for the Heck Crichton, one of the best receivers in the league, making huge explosive plays all year. And they're like, they don't even have any receivers.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
They have a ton of good young receivers too that are making plays too for them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Rhett Vavra too, who's been hurt all year. He's as good a receiver as you're going to find as well. I think he'll be back next year, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, anyway, sorry, Kat. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Some people just like need to know when to shut up, and also like just because you think something, you think you have a good opinion, you got to do some research and you know what you're talking about.
And like, I guess there's a grain of truth in what, like, yes, Riker Frank was a huge
very good
deal.
player.
Like that, he was a huge reason why. But like to say they don't have any good receivers like that, I just threw me off. And then you always like when you're out, you hear all these different takes from people that are like, "Oh, this offensive lineman sucks. Like he can't block anybody." And it's like, well, you don't know the exact like, were they sliding on that play? Was it a unblocked defender that it was designed for them to be the quarterback's read guy? Like, you don't know. So just like, if you're a fan out there, maybe like you don't have to be an armchair quarterback for everything, right? Just enjoy the game. Let the boys play. Let the boys and girls play.
For sure. That's a pet peeve of mine too. I know my dad, like, you go to my games, obviously growing up, coaching, but then when I was playing, he'd be a fan of the stands. And there'd be sometimes like, he'd just be like, I can't be in the stands with the shit some people say. And keep that in mind too. I think some people go to games and you have the right to your opinion. If you think it's a good play, bad play, whatever, you can make your opinion known, but just be careful. I've definitely been in the stands a couple times. I hear people like making derogatory or negative comments about somebody. And this could be like a high school or a junior or a university game. Like these guys, no one's getting paid for that. So just keep that in mind. If you're like, this guy sucks, like his mom could be right behind you. And maybe you don't care, but that would just make you an asshole. Yeah. I do think it kind of speaks to our culture now. I think a lot of people go to games just to like chirp and try and get a rise out of people, which is fine if that's your thing. And it's not my thing. I know it's not your thing either. But just keep that in mind. And if you're a parent out there too, this happens at every game ever. Don't be the mom that yells, "Kill him!"
Yeah.
when there's a guy running.
Break his leg.
Yeah, break his leg. Or just stuff like that. So just have some decorum in the stands. But I definitely agree with your take there because it gets out of hand fast.
It does.
Rider games too. I've heard some of the dumbest shit at Rider games. Oh my goodness. In my day. I'm trying to think of all this stupid stuff. People be like, "We need to get Nealon Green back." It's like he retired 15 years ago.
Where the heck's Scott Schultz?
Yeah.
We need to call him up. Sign him.
Yeah. Like, my God.
If I was in there, I would have made that throw. That one always bugs me.
Yeah.
I would have made that throw. It's like, sir, you're pushing 55 years old. Looks like you're 320 pounds. Like, please, just like, because you don't know what the quarterback's reads are. Like, you don't know. There's so many things you don't know.
And I think people haven't played too. Like, I'll make comments on the game, obviously, but from a quarterback perspective, and I never played in the NFL CFL. I guess I was actually on the Bombers for 10 days.
You were?
During training camp, 2019 Grey Cup champs. Shout out to the Bombers. But I've never played O-line at a high level or D-line, so I'm not going to make comments on something I don't know. Now, if a guy messes up a play, you want to make a quick comment, whatever. But yeah, unless you really know what's going on, don't do like the classic, "the guy sucks." That's like the classic move.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, he's playing professional football. He's probably pretty good, you know? Sorry, we could ramble now. One thing I will say too, because quarterback perspective, because obviously everyone always has an opinion, I find, on play calling and what the quarterback should do when they watch a game. And there's usually two things that they know literally nothing about. That'd be like me. If I went to the orchestra, it would be like, "Hey, row 6 trumpet, you suck." Like, I've never played the trumpet in my life.
Bro, this tuba player absolutely sucks. I could play it better than him.
What
does this conductor know? What is this? Why is he... Dude, it's supposed to be in 4 times, okay? Yeah. Why are you doing 3
It's
times?
a high C, not a low G. Oh, man. Maybe that'd be kind of a good skit, though. I feel like taking, like, the fandom of sports and taking it to, like, an orchestra. We're getting off topic.
We're getting a little off topic.
I 100% agree with your take. 100%.
Yeah. So
So-
maybe it's not a super hot take, but it's my Hill hot take. If you're a fan, have some decorum.
Yeah.
Don't need to be going crazy out there.
Yeah.
Be a fan, not a fanatic.
Absolutely, be a fan, not a fanatic. Okay, my South Hill sports hot take is that Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man movie of all. I can hear you. I can hear
Yeah.
of all the Spider-Man movies. McGuire doesn't know what he's talking about. He
there are
hates
parts-
Amazing
I-
Spider-Man 2.
I don't.
I love it. Andrew Garfield
Okay, this is your hot
is
take.
my
Go on.
Spider-Man. That being, so Tobey Maguire, I grew up, first movie came out 2002. I was 5 years old. So I remember it well, but like Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield came out when I was in high school, and that one means the most to me. I still remember where I was. Amazing Spider-Man 2. I was with Chris Boris, Logan Manil, and Polis Coco, 3 great guys, 3 great players on Team SAS Football 2014. We had a day off, and we packed in the back of Chris Boris's car, and we went and watched Amazing Spider-Man 2, and it changed my life. And to this day, spoiler alert, Emma Stone plays Gwen Stacy. She dies in the end. I still haven't gotten over it.
Yeah,
I'm getting emotional now thinking about it, but it's an incredible film. I know you hate it, whatever. Jamie Foxx, I think, is really good as this is my take.
I know.
Jamie Foxx does an amazing job as Electro, very entertaining. And then the Green Goblin, too, I think he's a little bit quirky in the end,
Dane.
but I forget his name.
What's his name?
I forget his name.
Dane Knox.
Dane Knox. Yeah, Dane Knox.
Dane.
I'm the Green Goblin. If you know Dane Knox, that will make sense. He'll listen to this. But I love Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I'm not afraid to say it. I can finally speak my truth. It's my favorite Spider-Man movie, and I do think that's a hot take because it's been panned by the critics.
It has. And panned
people
by
like
me.
You know, you're just saying here, you got to keep it down at a sports game, but meanwhile, you turn on Amazing Spider-Man 2 and you're heckling Jamie Foxx.
I'm heckling. Man, he's falls into a vat of eels.
Yeah.
And that's how he gets electric power. I mean, I get that's a comic book like trope.
Yeah, what do you...
But
Peter Parker literally got bit by a spider, and now all of a sudden he can crawl up a wall. So
yeah,
what
but
are we
also
saying,
him
like, the
just-
guy can't get...
And now he's obsessed with Spider-Man because he helped him pick up rolls of papers one time. Like,
Yeah.
there are parts in it I will give you that are really good.
The opening?
Like
with
the opening
plane?
when he's
Yeah.
like, the suit is like, it's coming in behind him and he starts swinging. That's super cool.
Yeah.
That's
all you got.
Andrew Garfield's really good.
Gwen Stacy's really good.
Stacy's really good.
Dennis Leary's really good as the dad.
Yeah,
Although he dies,
he
I guess,
dies
in the first one. There's a lot of death.
There's
But
a lot of
look,
the fact they're trying to bring
shit.
back
no,
his parents.
yeah, okay.
And, like, it's
okay,
a
all right.
side
He's
thriller.
trying to hijack my take.
And they try to introduce the all the villains right at the end. Like,
well, that's because they wanted to do a third movie.
they
Paul
wanted to do-
Giamatti.
I know they wanted. Okay,
Rhino.
I will give you Paul Giamatti is a fantastic Rhino, though his mech
Okay,
suit.
all right,
I can talk about this.
So that's my hot take. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man movie, in my personal opinion. I'm going to go watch it tonight.
I agree.
I watch it twice a week. But like when Emma Stone, when she's falling down, when the clock strikes 12 and cuts the spiderweb, and then Andrew Garfield or Peter Parker sees her, and he goes for, he shoots out with the web and catches her, but not enough in time. And she hits the ground and she dies. I literally was in shock in the theater. That was 11 years ago, and I'm still in shock today.
She gets a nice concussion.
Yeah.
Whiplash.
It's sad.
You know what it is? I'll give it
Getting
to you.
emotional.
It's your opinion.
Yeah. It's my
That
opinion.
we went from mine, not a very hot take. Like, people probably agree
Yeah.
with that, and then yours is just
There's people out there that agree with me.
This might be.
Let us know in the comments. Hey, Cuke House from Michigan, shout out to you.
Yeah, we gotta give him a big shout.
He'll be watching. He or she will be watching.
Yeah, but you know what? This is probably on the same level as my banana bread take, which I
Not
will.
even close.
That
No, it's not. That's way hotter
you ask
than mine.
most people.
Everyone loves
Amazing
banana
Spider-Man
bread.
2. Okay, that's okay. Mine.
Well,
Hot.
agree to disagree.
I do have to address his comment. I mean, thank you so much. We love it.
Cuke House?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Cuke House, yeah.
Kugos. It's like that. Hit our
Yeah.
hearts. Like
That actually made my week, honestly.
Made my week. Yeah, I was smiling reading that comment.
Mhm.
But I've tried so many different types of banana bread. That's the last I'll say about it. Amazing Spider-Man 2. Let us know what you think. Is it a cinematic masterpiece,
Yes.
or is it a hot piece of garbage with some good stuff in it? Like I'll
And what's the dumbest thing you've ever heard a fan say at a sports game that you've been to? Welcome back to another new segment coming at you. Now, this segment was not just our idea. It was our good friend, a great friend of the program, Charter Baselt. Give a round of applause for Charts. Charter Course Baselt.
Charter Course.
Calgary.
President Charter.
It's well known to people that know me that I do have a history degree, which is why I've struggled to find employment. And I've been very open about that. You know, I love my history degree. I love my classes from my professors at U of R. But I knew that finding a career in history was probably not going to happen for me. So Charter, GM'd us and said, why don't you do the top 5 jobs or careers for a history degree? And we have them right here. And we're going to start from number 5. Now, this one honestly makes me a little bit jealous. People get to do this because I have a degree in history, as I said. And number 5 was archaeologist, like Indiana Jones right there.
Big Harrison.
That would be the dream. It really would be the dream. And when I got into history, I thought, maybe I would be defeating Nazis and flying planes and like...
Belongs in a museum!
Yeah.
Exploring some temples of doom.
Yeah, I think it is. But I don't know what archaeologists get paid. I've never actually met an archaeologist.
Yeah,
before.
Are they real?
I think maybe they're just in movies. I don't know. Maybe Kook House in Michigan is an archaeologist. I don't really know. But I think that'd be the dream job for most historians. Be out in the field, see a little bit of action. Get to use a whip, I think, of some sort.
Get to brush off bones and stuff.
Actually, I think the reality of being an archaeologist is probably not as cool as it's depicted in Indiana Jones.
Apparently, so I listened to a podcast, and they were talking about Indiana Jones. They said that archaeologists don't like Indiana Jones because people tell them, they're like, oh, that's so cool. Wow, like you get to fight Nazis, you get to like use a bullwhip and go to the Amazon.
Meanwhile, they're in Dundurn dusting a beaver carcass.
Yeah.
Something like that. But
it's like we're just looking for.
But it sounds cool though. Like you tell somebody you're an archaeologist, the first thing they're going to say is they're going to talk about Indiana Jones, and that's probably all they're going to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, what else do we know besides?
Yeah, that's all we know.
Indy, who's named after the dog.
To all my historians out there, keep hope because you could be getting an archaeology, and I don't know what the pay is. We're going to put the pay scale right here.
Okay, so number 4, we've got. The 4th best career as a historian is a librarian. Nice. So libraries are cool. I don't think we'll put the average pay scale right here. We'll see. This is probably depends on what library you work at.
Yeah.
But there's the thing about librarians, and it's so true. They always talk so quietly.
They do.
If you ever try and talk to a librarian and you're not in a library, they're still just like, hey, how was your day? It's like full ASMR. They're always like...
Yeah, Moby Dick is in the fiction section, down aisle 6 down. I'll write it out for you and get to it. Do you seriously not know what the Dewey Decimal System is? Are you kidding me? Everyone's taught that in at least the 3rd grade. Okay, so you're going to want to go to 1106. We're actually out of 50 Shades of Grey trilogy, sir. But if you come back next week, maybe... I think Maguire was going to return by next week. It's a little bit overdue.
Yeah, I actually took out the complete box set with the
audiobook.
You seen the video of the guy that just sits in public, listens to the
Chad goes deep.
Oh yes, Chad goes deep.
So I have a little bit of experience with this one because I actually applied to be a librarian at the Moose Jaw Public Library. Went in, did the interview. Was going to accept the job. I like books. It's very nice in there. The smell of the library too. Oh, if I could bottle the smell of a library and spritz it on myself. Yeah. Rich mahogany and old books. So anyway, I went in for the interview at the Moose Jaw Public Library. I got the job. I asked him like, hey, so we're good. Like, so what would the wage be? What would I be getting paid? And she's like, oh, $15.50 an hour. And I was like, oh, and this is after I was 24. I just got my degree. I was like, oh, I was hoping maybe it'll be a little bit more. So I ended up not working there. But, maybe the pay scale's right here. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little bit better. But there could be worse jobs and, it'd be quiet.
Be digging ditches.
Yeah.
I guess you've done that.
I've done that too.
You've done that.
But yeah, be quiet. Sometimes too quiet though. You think it'd be too quiet?
Yeah,
Me and you
going
were
a
kind of
little
loud. I don't
crazy.
think we'd be good in the
We
library.
would not be good librarians. Someone comes in, it's like, oh, you're looking for 50 Shades Freed? Yeah, I read the first couple of those. They're
Yeah.
good.
Sir, it's in the erotic novel section. No, to the left. To the left, sir. Okay, the number 3 career path for a historian would be a movie/TV historical consultant. God, you know, the job market for historians is not great, but the little jobs that are available are pretty dope.
That's pretty
That'd be
sweet.
a sweet job.
Like, could you imagine just like Ridley Scott calls you up and is like, hey, so I'm doing a movie about Napoleon.
Yeah, but so in that movie,
But it was so historic. Maybe he should have called you up.
You should have called me up. That movie's awesome. I loved it, but it was very historically inaccurate. But my favorite was his quotes because the historians were going at him, being like the Battle of Waterloo was not depicted like that. And he said, he's like, were you guys there? He's like, shut up. And then I saw one on Twitter. It was like, somebody made fun of him. It's like, look, you historians weren't there. It's like, you don't know if Napoleon lost the Battle of Waterloo and then went and got a double quarter pounder with cheese with a Coke from McDonald's. I thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
But we talked about a lot of stuff like that. I think a show that could have had better historical accuracies and should have hired me as a historical consultant would be The Deadliest Warrior. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
At least all I can remember, The Patriot.
Yeah.
That's one. We watched that
That's one.
in high school history class.
Yeah. Mel
And
Gibson.
yeah. Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
But then you look it up, it's like number 1 on all the like least accurate historical period pieces of all time.
Yeah.
But like, that'd be a sweet job. Just getting called up one day. It's like, hey, so we want you to come in and consult on like my next big blockbuster, like Oppenheimer. Could you imagine being?
Yes.
They probably have a bunch of
They probably had a
different
bunch.
consultants. But like,
Yeah.
hey, so we just want you to learn a lot about Oppie right now,
Mm.
and just let us know. Like,
God, that would be my dream job. Thank you for this charter. I think that's my dream job. I'm trying to think, but
yeah.
that or being a narrator.
So number 2, this one's pretty sweet. I don't know if the pay is going to be as good,
I
but
don't think the pay has been great for all of them. Probably.
number 2, we've got a historical reenactor.
Oh,
So,
shit.
and specifically, I ate at the Mad Greek Moose Jaw. The tunnels of Moose Jaw, being a reenactor
Yes.
at the tunnels, being Al Capone. That was always my dream as a kid. Big
yeah.
Al's coming. And you just cut to me, shave my head, balding, run around.
You'd be a great little Scar. You'd be a great Big Al.
Scar.
You'd be a great Al Capone.
Big
I
Al.
mean,
Yeah. So for the people that don't know, in Moose Jaw, Al Capone, we can probably say for sure, it's not a hot take.
well,
He was in, they call it Little Chicago because he was living in Moose Jaw during Prohibition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he definitely had a base. Basically what happened, they found these tunnels underneath the city and they didn't know what it was for. And so some historian took it upon themselves to
Or
say, yeah,
somebody's uncle.
yeah. Uncle Dale said, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Al Capone. He was running moonshine in Moose Jaw. So now you can go take a tour. I haven't been to the new one yet.
I think there's 3 now.
There's
yeah.
3. There used to be 2.
Yep.
We should go to the 3.
We should go to them. I love them. They're awesome.
They're awesome.
Are they historically accurate? Who knows? I myself, we've spent time at the Moose Jaw Public Library trying to find some credible historical sources that support evidence that Al Capone was in Moose Jaw at any time. We haven't found any, but we'll keep looking. But it is a great time. They do a great job in the tunnels, especially the Al Capone tunnels. Because I haven't been there a couple years, but the story is, you keep moving through the tunnels and seeing how like the operation works, how they bootleg. They're paying off cops, stuff like that, and like the bars and the brothels downstairs. And then the joke or the thing is like Big Al's coming to get you the whole time.
Yeah,
So,
you got to keep. They're like, we got to keep the group moving.
Yeah.
Get through. Big Al's coming.
It's really
and then
cool.
you hear like there's like a shootout at points where it's like, oh, we gotta get down. The one thing I do remember, they'd take you into Al's room, his
yeah.
actual room, and there's a pair of ballerina slippers. And then I remember maybe they changed that.
I can't
I
remember.
remember then like the person was like, oh, there's a secret trap door in the closet right behind those ballerina slippers, and then all the kids start laughing. Like, oh, Al Capone.
Yeah.
I guess the kids probably don't.
I wasn't
understand
laughing. I was
who
like, Big Al's we need to get going now because Big Al is going to kill us. We've seen the whole operation.
We know this works. The cops are on
Yeah.
their way.
I remember I was 10 on a school field trip, and at the end there with the machine guns, I was like, everyone get the hell down. Big Al's going to kill us. But yeah, we know we went to high school with a couple of people that had worked at the tunnels. And again, the pay was not great. I'm not sure what the pay is like now. But there's kind of a theme with all these jobs. They're really cool. They'd be fun. Cool. You're probably not going to get paid very much. But I think about historical reenactments too. Another one of my dreams, I want to be an extra in a large-scale war movie that dies.
Yeah.
Just in the background, me just getting blown up, being like, pause it, Mom. That's me 40 feet in the air right there. Like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Here we go. Number 1 in the Charter Basalt inspired top 5 careers for a history degree. Oh, this one too. I keep saying these are because these are all my dreams. This one could be my actual dream. A History Channel expert. I love the History Channel.
Yeah, let's cut. We'll put a clip in right here of the aliens guy. That's the one everyone always thinks of.
There are many ancient legends which suggest that some of the monuments were built with the help of acoustic levitation. What the local legend of Stonehenge talks about is that those big stones were transported by way of levitation. Is such a thing even possible? Yes, it is.
So, as you get older too, you kind of take notice that the History Channel is mostly just really shitty documentaries that aren't very historically accurate or credible. Or now they just show like SWAT and what's the Gold Rush?
Gold Rush, yeah.
They just show Gold Rush endlessly. They're probably showing Bar Rescue on there by now too. I don't know. Yeah. But it used to be a lot of documentaries and the type of stuff you'd watch at like 2 a.m. on like a Tuesday night, stuff like that. So that's always my dream to be on there too. Corduroy suit, talking about was Hitler an alien? It's always something Hitler based too.
It's always there's so much Hitler based stuff.
Yeah. Or
American Pickers, that's a good one too. And Pawn Stars, they'll bring in an expert.
Yeah, but you know what? History Channel, all this, it's all like. This is all reality shows, man.
It is. It's just turned into a lot of male reality shows.
Yeah. They had like Jersey Shore season 6 on there last week. And I was like, what the hell are we doing? The history of the Guido and the Guida.
GTL.
We should look up. This is how much you get paid to be a History Channel TV expert. What's your favorite History Channel show? Probably SWAT or Pickers.
American Pickers. Pawn Stars. The experts they call in there too are awesome too.
So it's like, look, thank you for bringing the samurai sword that you say is from the 14th century from Japan. My buddy Dale is an expert in samurai swords. Meanwhile, Dale's like working nights at Arby's.
This has been our South Hill Top 5.
Shout out to my historians out there. I know you're collecting unemployment. It's time for our Obsessed segment of the week where me and McGuire talk about what we've been obsessed with this week. I will go first. I'm obsessed with the dynamics of a group presentation. Specifically from today where I had to do a group presentation in one of my classes. It was an English class. It was about grade 10 unit plan. Perks of Being a Wallflower, actually. Great book. Great movie, too.
Great movie.
Emma Stone, Paul Rudd. No, Emma Watson.
Emma Watson.
Shit. So anyways.
And Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti, too. Is he in that?
I don't think so.
He's not. The Holdovers, great movie.
Oh, I'm still this Christmas I'm gonna watch it. I haven't watched it yet. I've heard great things. So we're presenting. I have the first slide. I knock it out okay. Next slide, the guy beside me, my boy. He goes and then he finishes, and then as our next group member is presenting, he goes, "Shit." He's like, I forgot to put in the curricular connections in my slide. And he like starts covering his face and like laughing. And you know how those group presentations go? It's one of the great feelings, I think. I love it when you can't stop laughing. But it's also not good because you're trying to present. So if he starts laughing, I'm having to do the old like, I don't know how you do it, face shield. But obviously everyone's looking at me so they can tell what's going on. So anyway, when I get through it, we get through that. We sit down. The next group goes. And then randomly, there's a question period. 2 guys in our class, one's presenting, one's asking questions. They literally start, I thought they were almost going to throw down. They start arguing about curricular connections within the said unit plan. And the guy asked him a question, which was, his tone wasn't great. And the guy presenting goes, "What's with the tone, bro?" I was like, oh, shit. And this is behind me. And I'm like, I move my chair. I'm like, maybe they should just throw down. And like, it got tense there.
for a minute. So the group dynamics, I think there's two ways to go about it. No one actually really enjoys presenting as a group. Do you? I don't. Never really overly enjoy doing that.
I don't. If you get to choose the group, maybe
Yeah.
like there's a slight chance, but for the most part, it's like
You never do university. So there's two ways to go about it. Hopefully your presentation is good. But even if it's not, during the question period, some people just like to unleash and go at you.
yeah.
If that's your personality, if that's what you like to do, fine. Not our thing, I would say. But just don't be an asshole in the question portion, and try your best not to laugh your ass off as you're presenting. So there's a lot going on.
There is. I had a teacher fall asleep when one of the groups was presenting because he was an older guy, and he
You
just
died.
like I'm sitting there and we're all like, and he was known, he would grill you with questions. He would pick one slide. I really want to dive into these numbers here. So where did you calculate them from? What was this? So this guy just fell asleep. And then we're all watching him, and the people that are presenting, you can tell they're like, the hell's this guy's deal? And then finally he wakes up near the end, and he's like, yeah, could you go back like 15 slides? I just kind of want to read some of your information. And he made them go through like the last 15 slides. And he's like, yeah, I guess, like, okay, I'm getting it. And then he's asking questions. And he didn't grill them that hard, to be fair.
Well,
So it's probably good for them.
yeah. He wasn't
He's
snoring
like-
though.
No, he wasn't. He just like, you could
respect him.
tell he's got, and then he's just doing the classic dad watching TV where you're
Yeah.
like, you lean, and you're like, okay, I'll lean down. And then,
You guys should just talk to your librarian voices and just left. Yeah, so that's my obsessed of the week is the dynamics of a group presentation. It can be stressful, it can be hilarious, and it can be tense too. All of a sudden, I've never had that before. This is university, like fairly high level, I guess, in education. These two dudes are literally going to throw down over the unit outcomes of a grade 10 curriculum ELA class. Like,
bro, you didn't even touch one of the learning objectives. What the hell are you even talking about?
yeah.
Why don't you come down here, Kyle?
Are you sure 20 minutes is enough reading time per day? Like, yeah. So anyway, that is my obsessed of the week, McGuire.
McGuire, I'm obsessed with. Why did I just say my name?
You say
That'd be a good one too. It's not
saying your own
addressing
name,
people that address themselves in the third person.
talking to the third person.
That was about maybe another week we'll talk about that. But I've got
Oh.
right here the simple, the humble, the toothpick. I've just been thinking about this a lot because everyone needs to eat every day. I don't care what popular opinion says and fasting, but so we're eating, we're getting crap in our teeth, we got stuff, and so you just want to clean those teeth out. Or the other thing I'm thinking about, so it's common knowledge now, smoking is not good for you. At least the doctors I've talked to.
Apparently.
But nothing seems cooler than a person smoking. Like you cut to Robert De Niro smoking in Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be the coolest anybody has ever looked.
Jimmy Conway from Goodfellas. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we could talk about Goodfellas all day. That's what I've been obsessed with too.
You do look sick with a toothpick in though.
The close second is a toothpick. Like you just keep it in your mouth. I had it in my mouth in my office today. Just waiting for someone to come in, ask me a stupid question so I could be like, you're really going to make me stop picking my teeth to come out and answer this question for you? So, yeah, just if you ever want to look cool.
You pass it? Can I try it? No, I'm just kidding.
They have mint flavored toothpicks.
What type of wood are toothpicks made out
Oh.
of? That's what I want to know.
I would say it's probably
What does it taste like? Some pine?
probably a cedar, some sort of cedar. That's pretty common. I'm gonna say North American, probably from the Seattle
The
region.
Washington State area.
Yeah, Washington State.
Toothpicks are cool too because you can take them out. I like to. You point with them, being like, when people come in, and you'd be like,
there.
yeah, you're evicted, and put it back in.
Oh, you can just
It
pretend
is
you're
sweet.
smoking.
Can you do the flip? I used to do the flip, like the guy from Uncle Buck. I don't. Yeah, I don't want you to die.
Get it
live
stuck
on
in my
air
throat. But yeah, just a toothpick, the humble toothpick. Just something I've been thinking about. Sturdy Canadian lumber. We always end up talking about feet, lumber, or some sort of movie that no one's going to get.
Those
the
are the three
reference from.
main topics. I think it was Ryan Gosling in Drive as a toothpick in, and he has like 6 lines in that movie. Remember, he's like, "Don't do it again, or I'll have to come back and I'll bust your head in with a hammer." And then he puts his toothpick back in. I'm like, holy shit! Yeah, toothpicks are sick.
So,
They just make you feel like either feel like I'm a very blue collar worker, or I'm like an Italian gangster, or I'm Ryan Gosling from Drive. Driving Getaway. Yeah.
get stuck in the.
Thank you for listening to South Hill Sports. A reminder that the views on this show are only the opinions of 2 Moose Jaw educated men and should not be taken very seriously at all. Though if you watch the episode, you probably got that.